Hi, welcome to my yoga class for lower back pain during pregnancy. So, regardless of what trimester you're at, so whether it's the first trimester or the third trimester, this class is designed to suit all. When we're pregnant, due to our body changing, so due to increased weight for growing the baby. Sometimes when we're kind of standing in one place, etc., we can kind of slump to the one side, and that causes misalignment in the body and the pelvis, and that in turn can cause pain in our lower back and our lumbar back and our lumbar spine. So also, if you suffer from sciatica or SI or SPD, please know that this class is also for you. So I've been really particular when programming the class to make sure that it suits all of the above. That being said, please modify. So if you feel any sharp shooting pains in the body when you're in specific poses, please modify, come out, do an alternative. For this class today, bring some props. So today I'm going to use my bolster, my best friend. If you've not got your bolster, bring in a pillow, a comfortable pillow. Also my blocks. So again, if you don't have blocks, bring in some books. All right, so let's start our practice today. We're going to start our class in a child's pose position. So depending on what stage you're at in your pregnancy, so depending on the size of your bump, the size of your baby, option is to keep the knees in close together or take the knees mat width apart to give yourself some space to allow the baby, to allow the belly to kind of soften. So that being said, before we even start our practice and we come into any move, I want you to take a big deep breath in. So take a big deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to exhale and just allow the whole body to soften. So really paying particular attention to your tummy. Just allow the belly to relax. And again, depending on what stage you're at during your pregnancy, even first trimester, we kind of tend to try and hold everything in for as long as we can. I want you to relax everything. I want you to relax. Option, you can bring your bolster in here for your child's pose. I'm going to use my bolster today, so I'm just going to place it like so. Or you can leave your bolster out. Come on and just gently rest the head down onto either the mat or the bolster. And let's just take a few moments here to notice the body. Notice our breath. Notice if the shoulders are kind of pulled up to the ears. I want you to consciously relax the shoulders down the back, and maybe moving a little bit side to side into the hips is going to really help here on the lower back. And again, maybe movement doesn't feel nice. This really encourages you to listen to your body, to know what your body needs here right now. Let's bring our awareness to our breath, and I want us to practice what we call our pranayama ujjayi breath. It's one of my favorites, and I kind of use it probably in every single class. So prana, the life force, the life force that flows through the body, the energy body. sometimes, I mean, you're growing a baby and that's a lot of work. So the body's really working hard to grow your baby. And sometimes we do get aches and pains and niggles. In our class today, we're going to focus on releasing the lower back, but we're also going to give our hamstrings a nice stretch. We're also going to give our glutes a little stretch as well. And back to that Ujjayi breath practice as a kind of just talk. So breathe in through the nose. And all we're doing is gently constricting the breath at the back of the throat. And as the breath constricts at the back of the throat, it is really good to kind of reset the nervous system and takes our body out of that fight or flight. So if you've been feeling anxious or a little bit stressed or worried, maybe if your pain in your back's been kind of niggling that much, you're feeling a little bit worried about it, bring in your Ujjayi breath. It's so good for calming the mind, relaxing the body. 30 minutes of our practice. Let's do it together. Gently lift your head. Release your pillow, your bolster, and come up into tabletop position. If your knees were a little bit wider, mat width apart, I want you to bring them back under the hips here and just start to come into a gentle cat-cow. So arch the back, send the gaze up and draw the breath in and start to round through the upper back and tuck the chin into the chest as you exhale. So I want you to do a few here at your pace with the rhythm of your breath. As you tilt the pelvis slightly, just kind of notice if you're feeling any pains there. Start to pull in your pelvic floor as well if it feels good. And just notice the belly, your baby. Just feel into the body. Last one. Hold it here, nice and steady. So from here, all I want you to do is to take your blocks and bring them into the highest position here. Step your front foot forward into what we know as a lunge position and bring the blocks a little bit further back, probably in line with the ankle, the knee, and lift the chest up nice and tall. Hold it here and notice how it feels in your back hip flexor, your psoas, and just gently push the hips back and start to release the front of the foot. Send the toes up towards the ceiling. So you're going to take a nice big deep breath in and you're going to push forward into the lunge and just pause here. Nice long straight back. Exhale, just start to gently push back into the lunge and hold it here. So we're not, even though we're lunging and pushing back into the hamstrings here, maybe walk your blocks a little bit further back for more support. Start to soften through the elbows and start to lower the nose to the knees. And again, it really depends on what stage you're at in your pregnancy and the size of your bump. If just kind of sitting up nice and tall in the chest is just really nice and you're feeling a deep release in your hamstrings, go with that one. Breathe in and re-bend the knee. From here, walk your blocks back in line with the front foot. Tuck your back toe and gently lift the back knee from the mat. As you keep your gaze forward, I want you to slide your back foot in and keep the back heel up off the floor. Keep the hips nice and square. So from this position, bring your blocks slightly in front of the foot. Look towards the front of the room. And as you exhale, start to lower the nose to the knee, the forehead towards the shin, but really focus mindfully in pushing the front hip to the back of the room. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest. One last time, breathe in, look forward. Exhale, drop the chin into the chest. Next time, I want you to soften the front knee and look forward. Bring your back foot in to meet the front foot. Keep the feet underneath the hips. From here, start to sway the hips just a little bit side to side with a nice bent knee. So bend the knees just nice and gently. Hold it here. Draw the breath in and start to straighten the legs and look forward. Inhale, soften through the elbows and tuck the chin into the chest. And again, depending on how you feel, know that you can sway a little bit side to side or not. Keep the body nice and still. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round. Embrace the hamstring stretch. One more time, inhale. Nice long straight back. Exhale. Hold it here. From here, I want you to soften the knees and step the back foot back and come back into lunge position. From here, gently lower the back knee down. You're back in your half lunge, and bring your blocks with you as you gently slide the back knee under the hip, extend the front leg out and drop down onto the hips. So the back knee is bent and the back foot is kind of just outside the hip, if you like. Now I want you to hold it here. Point your toe up towards the ceiling. Take a nice big deep breath in. Reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, start to lower the hands behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades and drop the head back. Inhale, chin into chest and reach the arms all the way up. Twist towards the straight leg, reach the arms all the way up, and then twist towards the bent knee. So the thoracic spine, so the mid-back, twist back to center, hold it here. It's really important to get some movement in the back as well. Gently start to drop forward. Keep pulling the toes up towards the ceiling and release the arms all the way back up. Inhale, fold forward from the hips. Exhale, reach the arms all the way back up. One last time, fold forward, pause here. Maybe you want to bring your blocks back in and just hold it here. Again, notice how it feels. So sometimes if our quads and our hamstrings are really tight, the quads can start to send signals to the hips, the pelvis, and the hamstrings to the lower back. So it's important to release any tightness, any stiffness. And just a nice reminder, know that whatever stage you're at during your pregnancy, you are doing an amazing job. Growing a tiny human, so well done. Okay, lift the head. So I'm going to drop my blocks down to the lower level. bring them a little bit closer towards the thighs. You're going to push into the hands and come back up into a kneeling position. You'll notice that I'm kind of taking my blocks with me as I come back into the lunge. Lift your back knee, straighten your back leg. From here, just step your back foot in and come back into a nice kind of easy fold forward. Come into ragdoll position. Take opposite elbow with opposite hand and just sway side to side. Sometimes this is just really nice. Probably one of my favorites. Okay. Hold it here. Relax the hands back down. Grab your blocks if they're there. I want you to come into a nice long straight back as you press the hips to the back of the room and start to soften through the elbows and tuck the chin into the chest. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. And let's do it on the opposite side. So as you fold forward, I want you to soften through your knees. Step your front leg back and drop the back knee. You are now in the lunge position in the opposite side. Walk your blocks a little bit further back. Remember, if you don't feel that you need the blocks, that's okay. So up nice and tall. And exhale, I want you to kind of just untuck the back foot and push the hips to the back of the room. Release the front of the foot. Hold it here. As you melt your heel deeply into the mat, pull your toes closer towards your shin and notice the stretch deepening. Inhale, bend the knee, push forward. So I'm feeling that kind of in my psoas here, which is nice. Exhale, push back. We're going to name it TLC for your lower back. Re-bend the knee. Hold here. Last one, push back, release the front of the foot. Now let's take a deeper stretch. So if you can lower the nose to the knee, the forehead towards the shin, amazing. But keep pressing the left hip back into space. And find your breath. Lift your head, look forward, re-bend the front knee. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. You're now in a strong lunge position. You might want to bring your blocks a little bit further forward here and just hold it here. So let's take our standing half split. Push into your blocks and push into your front foot to straighten the front leg and slide your back foot in. Or pyramid pose as we know it. Hold it here. Gaze forward. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest. I want you to push your left big toe down deep into the mat and start to pull the head close towards the front leg, the shin. Take a deep breath in, lift the head, release from the leg and look forward. So this is really nice for the back. And pull the head close to the knee, the shin. Inhale, lift, look forward. From here, I want you to soften the front knee. Start to slide the back leg back, coming into a lunge position. Drop your back knee down. From here, you can bring your blocks with you or not. Walk down onto the hands, walk the hips back, 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 back. And now the front knee is bent and you're getting a nice stretch out the quad. The foot is to the outer hip. Straighten the back leg, point the toes up towards the ceiling. Take a nice big deep stretch with the arms. Exhale, release the arms behind the back, fingers face the hips. Drop the head back and squeeze your shoulder blades tight. Inhale, gaze back to the front of the room. Reach the arms all the way up. Now twist towards the straight leg and just drop the arms in line with the shoulders. Inhale, reach the arms all the way back up and do the same to the opposite side. Look as far back as you can. Inhale, reach all the way up. So we're going to drop into our forward fold and just hinge from the hips, come all the way forward. So I've left my blocks here and I'm going to try and reach the arms towards the blocks. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Hold it here. So for me today, the stretch, I'm not going so deep. You can decide yourself where you're taking your stretch, and we can drop the blocks halfway, we can fold all the way forward. On your next breath, lift your head. Take your time and you move your blocks to the side. Come onto your hands, and if you can, push back up onto the knees. Take the knee, the bent knee back and come back into tabletop position, into all fours. And just start to circle the body. Make a nice big circle. So again, like depending on what stage you're at, I want you to just move the body in any direction that feels really good for you, good for your baby, good for the back, the hips. One last time. Hold it here. We're going to take a gentle pigeon pose. Bring your front knee to the front wrist. Turn your foot out and straighten the back leg. So I'm going to bring my bolster in here. You guys can bring your blocks or your props of your choice, or no prop. Hold it here and lift the chest and just notice how that feels. Again, any sharp shooting pains in the lower back, I want you to just come out and come back into child's pose position. Might be a nicer one for you. So just fold forward and gently hug into your bolster. Really take this opportunity to close the eyelids down. Maybe this is the first moment you've had to yourself today. And just really embrace it. During pregnancy, it's so important to really look after you as well. Stopping for a few moments to find your breath. Taking a few wee poses, stretches to make yourself feel good. Could easily fall asleep in this one. Okay, open the eyes, lift your head and walk back onto your hands. So if it feels comfortable, I want you to just drop onto the back knee and release the front knee back under the hip, back into tabletop position, and we're going to do the same in the opposite side. So bring the back knee towards the back wrist, turn the foot out to where feels comfortable for you. Please know it's okay for the heel to be close to the body, and just straighten the arms, lift the chest, hold it here. I really do hope that this class benefits you, and it really helps alleviate any lower back pain. Walk your hands out and let's just hug or bolster for a few more minutes. You can use your Ujjayi breath here too. Ocean wave sound. The goal here is to help you feel as relaxed and calm as you possibly can. Lift your head, walk your hands back. All I want you to do is to drop onto the back hip, roll over onto the tailbone, hold it here, bring your feet mat width apart or a little bit wider depending on how you're feeling, and all I want you to do is just drop the knees to the right and then towards the left. Nice. We are going to close off our practice, and I would love for you to choose whether you want to come back into a child's pose position. In fact, let's all of us come back into child's pose position. So come back round into all fours. I'm going to keep my block here. Please grab a pillow and come into child's pose position here. So just walk your hands out, rest your head on your bolster, hold it here. Maybe you want to take your hands towards the back of the mat here and just hold. Again, it really depends on where you're at, and use space for your baby, for your belly, and just hold it here. As we draw our practice to a close, take this opportunity to really open up the heart, to feel grateful for all the special moments that you'll be receiving right now. Sometimes we focus on the not so nice things like the lower back pain, etc., but maybe placing your hand on your belly or just taking a wee moment to feel the little one growing big, strong inside the belly. Really is a beautiful thing. Maybe bring in a mantra. I am healthy. I am strong. My baby is healthy. My baby is strong. One last breath. We've only did a short meditation today, just a nice one to pull back. But if you feel that you want to stay here for longer, please do. If not, lift your head. Walk your hands back towards your knees, sit your hips on your heels. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for coming along, joining me in the practice today. Please give me your feedback. leave comments. Maybe give me some comments on some options, some new videos you would like to see. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.